So we have seen that how Sadao is planning to operate the patient, that is the enemy, the young man, the American soldier whom he had carried along with his wife from the seashore to his room. The room, of course, belonged to his father, not used after his death. Placed him on the ground, the carpet getting dirtied. He was washed half by his wife, and half of the portion backside was washed by Sadao himself. And then he's trying to just operate him. He told that he asked his wife that she has to administer the anesthesia if the man comes to his senses. She says that she asked repeatedly, blankly, I have to. But never have I. She says that she has never given anesthesia to a patient. So, giving anesthesia, I already mentioned that it's a risky job. But he told that it is easy enough. He said impatiently. Sadao told that giving anesthesia is not a big job, it is very easy. He was taking out the packing now, and the blood began to flow more quickly. He peered into the wound with a bright surgeon's light fastened on his forehead. The bullet is still there, he said with a cool interest. Now I wonder how deep this rock wound is. If it is not too deep, it may be that I can get the bullet, but the bleeding is not superficial. He has lost much blood. So he is just getting ready to operate him. He removed the packing. After removing the packing, he was trying to look inside the wound, how deep it is. He says that if the wound is not very deep, and if the wound is not made more deeper by the sharp edges of the rock, while he was carried by the waves to the seashore, he says that he will be able to take out the bullet from the house itself. But at the same time, he says that the bleeding is not actually from the depth. At this moment, we have seen that Hannah is feeling little uncomfortable, and she was choking, feeling like vomiting. So Sadao told him, don't faint, he said sharply. He did not put down his exploring instrument. He did not stop his examination. He did not stop his activity of operating while he was just trying to explore the bullet, find out or discover the bullet from his body. Whatever instrument was in his hand, he did not put it down when he told his wife not to faint. If I stop now, the man will surely die. She clasped her hands to her mouth and leaped out and ran out of the room. Why Sadao did not put down the instrument with which he was trying to open the wound and find out where the bullet is? Because he says that at this point, if I stop, the man will die. So what Hannah did, he just closed her mouth, and then she leaped up. She just got up from the place where she was sitting and then ran out of the room. Outside in the garden, he heard her etching, but he went on his work. So she went on to the veranda, and then she was etching. Etching means a vomiting sound. This R is silent. You have to read it etching. So she was actually vomiting. When people vomit, that sound he could hear. But then he continued with his work. Sadao did not stop because he already mentioned that if he stops at this moment, the man will die. It will be better for her to empty her stomach, he thought. He was thinking in his mind that it is better that let her vomit. It's not that he did not like his wife. He was thinking that if a person feels vomiting sensation, if that person vomits, he will feel better. So the same case with his wife. He had forgotten that, of course, she had never seen an operation. So he had just forgotten that his wife has never seen an operation. But her distress and his inability to go to her at once made him impatient and irritable with this man who lay like death under his knife. So when wife is in trouble, who is supposed to help? Definitely the husband. When husband is in trouble, definitely the wife has to help. But he was feeling little impatient here because if he leaves this man and just goes to help his wife, definitely the man will die. So that is why. But her distress and his inability, distress of the wife that she is vomiting, and the inability of the husband to go to the veranda and to help his wife made Sadao impatient. He became restless and he felt little irritated with the man because he might be thinking that all this situation arose in the house just because of this man, and that is why he became little irritated towards the man, and then he just moved his hand very fast. The man was lying under his arm, under his knife, just unconscious. So the man became, that means Sadao became little irritable. He got irritated towards the man. He became little impatient. And then what happens? This man, he thought, avade chintayana. You see, Sadao is a very, we can say that raw man in a sense. He is a doctor. He understands his responsibility. He is also a Japanese. He understands that what a Japanese is supposed to do. So with all his weakness and his positive qualities, sometimes he becomes a Pakka Japanese, sometimes he becomes a professional, a doctor who is very true to the vow that he has taken at the time of convocation. So that is why he thought in his mind, this man, which man? This American, he thought, there is no reason under heaven why he should leave. അയാൾ ചിന്തിച്ചത് എന്താണ്? ഈ ഭൂമിയിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഈ ആകാശത്തിന് കീഴെ ഒരു കാരണവുമില്ല എന്തുകൊണ്ട് ഈ മനുഷ്യൻ ജീവിക്കണം. So he thought that even if he dies also, there is no worth for this man to live. There is no right for this fellow to live. Unconsciously, this thought made him ruthless, and he proceeded subtly. Unconsciously, not consciously, instinctively. എന്നാൽ അയാൾക്ക് ചിന്തയിൽ വന്നതാണ്. He became ruthless. Ruthless means rough ആണ്. അയാൾ പെട്ടെന്ന് റഫായി and proceeded swiftly. His hand moved very fast. In his dream, the man mourned, but Sadao paid no heed except to mutter at him. So in his dream means in his sleep. The man was still unconscious. Sadao moved the tip of the instrument with which he was just trying to explore the bullet. So with that swift movement, the man got more pain and he mourned. അദ്ദേഹം ഒന്ന് ഞരളി, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അയാളൊന്ന് കരഞ്ഞു, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അയാളൊന്ന് മൂളി. But then Sadao paid no heed. He did not pay any attention to what sound this man has made. But Sadao muttered at him. പൊറുപൊറുക്കുക, അവനോട് സംസാരിച്ചു. എങ്ങനെയാണ്? He told, groan, he muttered, groan if you like. നിനക്ക് വേണമെങ്കിൽ നീ കരഞ്ഞോ, വേണമെങ്കിൽ നീ ഞരങ്ങിക്കോ. I am not doing this for my pleasure. In fact, I do not know why I am doing it. So what did Sadao said? I am not doing it for my pleasure. എനിക്ക് വേണ്ടിയല്ല ഞാൻ ഈ ചെയ്യുന്നത്, എനിക്ക് വേണ്ടിയല്ല നിന്നെ ഞാൻ ഓപ്പറേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. At the same time, he added that in fact I do not know why I am doing it. In fact, I am not able to explain why I tried to save your life, why I am operating you. So when Sadao was thinking like this and talking with a man who is unconscious, who cannot definitely hear what the doctor said, the door opened and there was Hannah again. Once again, his wife entered the room. She opened the door and entered. Where is the anesthetics? So Hannah, what she did, she went outside, vomited, and she felt little relieved, and she came inside and asking for anesthetic. She is ready to do now. She asked in a clear voice. She was speaking in a clear voice because now she feels better after vomiting. Sadao motioned with his chin. അദ്ദേഹം പറഞ്ഞില്ല, താടി കൊണ്ട് ആംഗ്യം കാണിച്ചു. It is as well that you came back, he said. This fellow is beginning to stir. Sadao added that it is well that, it's good that you have come back. The fellow is beginning to stir means ഇവൻ അനങ്ങാൻ തുടങ്ങി, നീ വന്നു നന്നായി. She had the bottle and some cotton in her hand. She took the anesthetic bottle. Anesthesia വെച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന ബോട്ടിൽ എടുത്തു. ഒരു കയ്യിൽ ബോട്ടിൽ, in another hand she had some cotton. But how shall I do it? She asked that ഞാൻ എങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യണം? How can I give him? എങ്ങനെയാണ് കൊടുക്കേണ്ടത്? Because she did not know how to give the anesthesia. Simply saturate the cotton and hold it near his nostrils. Sadao replied with the delaying for some moment the intricate details of his work. Sadao told that you take that cotton, saturate, get it wet with the content of the anesthesia inside the bottle. ബോട്ടിലുള്ള അനസ്തേഷ്യ കോട്ടണിൽ നനയ്ക്കുക. And then keep near his nostril, മൂക്കിനടുത്ത് കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് പിടിക്കുക. Sadao replied this one without delaying for one moment the intricate detail of his work. Means whatever work he was doing, he was trying to operate. He did not stop that work. But at the same time, he told the wife how to give the anesthesia. When he breathes badly, move it away a little. He says that when he is breathing badly, that means anesthesia, that is chloroform here, which is given here is chloroform. അത് മൂക്കിനടുത്ത് പിടിച്ച് അയാളുടെ ശ്വാസം ബാഡ് ആവുമ്പോൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അത് സ്ലോ ആയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ആ കോട്ടൺ മാറ്റുക. She crouched close to sleeping face of the young American. So now Hannah is giving that anesthesia. She came kneeling down, came very close to American's head. It was a piteously thin face, she thought. Just looking at the face of this man, she felt pity because his face was very piteously thin, very lean and thin. And the lips were twisted. Looking at the face of the man, she understood that her lips are actually twisted. ചുടി കടിച്ചു പിടിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നു. The man was suffering whether he knew it or not. Just looking at the face of the man, she understood that the man was suffering because his lips were twisted. Whether the fellow understands, whether he experiences this pain or not, definitely is suffering. His body is undergoing pain. Just watching him, she wondered if the stories they heard sometimes of the sufferings of prisoners were true. They came like a flickers, a rumor told by word of mouth and always contradicted. In the newspaper, the reports were always that wherever the Japanese armies went. So here one point that you have to remember is that just watching this man just lying down under the knife of Sadao, who is being operated, looking at his face very thin, looking at his lips which is undergoing lot of pain because his lips are twisted. She says that whatever stories Hannah has heard about the suffering of the prisoners were true. എന്താണ് പല സ്റ്റോറികളുമുണ്ട് പ്രിസണേഴ്സിനെ എനിമി ക്യാമ്പിൽ പീഡിപ്പിക്കപ്പെടുന്നു. So she says that the story that she had heard about the suffering of the prisoners, it appears to be true just looking at the face of this boy, because this story about the suffering of the prisoners, we know that Americans when they are at war, they are catching the prisoners of war and they are taken to some islands and they are made to suffer there. Actually, international law of war is there. When a prisoner is arrested, he has to be looked after very well. He should be treated with honor. According to their dignity, according to the rank, an enemy should be treated. But normally, it is not taking place. They used to give unnecessary pain to these prisoners of war. So the Japanese soldiers also probably used to give this kind of pain to the Americans, and Americans also does the same thing. And that is why she says the rumor about the suffering of the prisoners reached her by rumor. Flickers a rumor. Rumor എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? വായിൽ കൂടെ പറഞ്ഞെത്തുന്നതാണ്. മനുഷ്യര് ഇങ്ങനെ സംസാരിച്ച് ചെവിയിലെത്തുന്നതാണ്. Told by word of mouth. It is not written anywhere, but it is conveyed and always contradicted. What is spoken and carried, always contradicted. ഒരു കാര്യം നമ്മളൊരു വ്യക്തിയോട് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ആ വ്യക്തി വേറൊരാളോട് ചെന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ആദ്യം പറഞ്ഞതിൽ നിന്ന് വ്യത്യസ്തം ഉണ്ടാവും. When it is handed over to several person, you find that there is no relationship with what really happened and what is being conveyed. So whatever is actually conveyed through word of mouth, we cannot believe always. The truth will be something else. But then she says that looking at the face of this man, whatever I heard seems to be true. That means this man not only is suffering from the pain of the bullet, but also from the ill treatment that he has received from the Japanese army. The newspaper, the reports were always that wherever the Japanese armies went, The people received them gladly. So what comes in the newspaper is something different. During the war, there is a national emergency. What comes the newspaper is always supporting the government only. If anything is criticized, the government is criticized, the people, the public opinion will turn against them. So that is why in the newspaper, what is the news? Wherever the Japanese, she is speaking about the Japanese newspaper, wherever Japanese army went, the people received them gladly. With the cries of joy at their liberation. എന്തിനാണ് അവരെ നല്ല രീതിയിൽ സ്വീകരിക്കുന്നത്? This Japanese army, they fought with the Americans, with their enemy, and then they were able to protect the territory. So the people are very happy at their liberation. The people are very happy at how they have been liberated, freed from the fear of the British, Americans or the foreigners or enemies. But sometimes she remembered such men as General Takima, who at home beat his wife cruelly, though no one mentioned it now that he had fought so victorious a battle in Manchuria. So, but sometimes she remembered such men as General Takima. Who is General Takima? General Takima is the supreme commander of the army of Japan. His name is General Takima. So this Takima, what kind of man he is? Who at home beat his wife cruelly. വീട്ടിൽ അദ്ദേഹം ഒരു ക്രൂരനാണ്. He used to beat his wife very cruelly. Though no one mentioned it now that he had fought so victorious a battle in Manchuria. Why nobody mentions about his cruel treatment to his wife? Because he has done something very wonderful in the country, that the battle of Manchuria, which was fought, in which his army under his leadership was able to defeat the enemy. Therefore, people are always thinking about his achievement. Therefore, they have forgotten about his personal dealing with his wife. If a man like that could be so cruel to a woman in his power, who is that woman in his power? His wife. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ഭാര്യയെ ഇത്രയും മോശമായി ട്രീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുമെങ്കിൽ ആരാണ് വിമൻ? That wife is always under his control and he is not showing any mercy to her, treating her very badly. Would he not be cruel to one like this, for instance? She started arguing, she started reasoning out this man, this soldier, this American enemy, if this man can be very cruel to his own wife, who is a very poor woman, who is very undergoing lot of struggle in the family. If this man is behaving with her so badly, then definitely he will be behaving much more badly with a man like this, because he is an enemy. Wife is not enemy. വനിഫിയെ സ്വന്തം ഭാര്യയെ മോശമായി ട്രീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന മനുഷ്യൻ ഡെഫിനറ്റ്ലി ഒരു അമേരിക്കൻ സോൾജറിനോട് ഒരിക്കലും ദയ കാണിക്കില്ല. വാട്ട് ഷീ ഈസ് ട്രൈങ് ടു സേ ഈസ് ദാറ്റ് ദ റൂമർ ദാറ്റ് ഷീ ഹേർഡ് maybe about the treatment of the soldiers, ill treatment of the soldiers are true, and that is why this man's face expresses so much of pain. She hoped anxiously that this young man had not been tortured. അവിടെ ആഗ്രഹമാണ് ഈ മനുഷ്യന് അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ടോർച്ചർ ഒന്നും കിട്ടാതെ ഇരുന്നെങ്കിൽ എന്ന് ആഗ്രഹിക്കുകയാണ്. It was at this moment that she observed deep red scars on his neck, just under the ear. When she was thinking about this possibility of this man being ill-treated when he was with the Japanese army, Japanese army നിന്ന് രക്ഷപ്പെടുന്ന സമയത്താണ് പുറകിൽ വെടിയേറ്റത്. ആ സമയത്ത് മോശമായി ട്രീറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. Then she immediately observed scar. Scar എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ കട്ടുമാർക്കാണ്, കഴുത്തിൽ തടിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നു, just under the ear, ചെവിക്ക് താഴെ. Those scars, she murmured, lifting her eyes to Sadao. പെട്ടെന്ന് അത് കണ്ടു കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ അവൾ അറിയാതെ, those scars, she was just speaking to Sadao, looking at Sadao, she said. But he did not answer. പക്ഷേ അദ്ദേഹം ഒന്നും പറഞ്ഞില്ല. കാരണം at this moment he felt the tip of his instrument strike against something hard, dangerously near the kidney. When his wife told those scars, that was the very moment the tip of his instrument with which he was trying to take out the bullet, that instrument is already inserted into his wound. The tip, the end of that one has struck something very hard, and that hard thing was just near the കിഡ്നിക്ക് അടുത്ത് ബുള്ളറ്റിൽ പോയി ടച്ച് ചെയ്തു എന്നാണ് അയാൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നത്. അറ്റ് ദിസ് മൊമെന്റ് he felt the tip of his instrument strike against something hard dangerously near the kidney. You see, is instrument should not go and poke the kidney because it is very dangerous. The bullet is very near the kidney. That's what he thought. So he has no time to just respond to his wife. All thought left him. അവൻ്റെ മനസ്സിലുള്ള ചിന്ത മുഴുവൻ പെട്ടെന്ന് അപ്രത്യക്ഷമായി. He felt only the purest pleasure. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് സന്തോഷം മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. കാരണം എന്താണ്? A doctor is able to find out the source. That means he was able to find out where the bullet is. He knew that now he will be able to take out the bullet. He probed with his fingers going to move. You are delicately familiar with every atom of his human body. So this is another aspect of Sadao, he was very familiar with every atom of the human body. ശരീരത്തിൻ്റെ, ഒരു മനുഷ്യൻ്റെ ശരീരത്തിൻ്റെ ഓരോ സെല്ലിനെ കുറിച്ചും അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് പൂർണ്ണമായ ബോധ്യമുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. And that is why he moved very delicately. He knew that he cannot be rough. If he is rough, definitely it will cause trouble to this man's life. His old American professor of anatomy had seen to that knowledge. How he is able to get that much knowledge about every atom of the body? Because he was educated in America. His old American professor anatomy. You know what is anatomy? Anatomy, the parts of the body. The professor who just taught him every parts of the body had seen to that knowledge. Which knowledge? The knowledge that his students get complete knowledge of every cell of the body. That professor used to tell them, what he said, ignorance of the human body is the surgeon's cardinal sincers. Students know a professor, he used to just tell them, what he used to tell, ignorance of the human body is the surgeon's cardinal sin. Cardinal means fundamental, severe, cardinal sin, biggest sin. ഒരു സർജനെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം ഏറ്റവും വലിയ തെറ്റെന്താണ്? ഇഗ്നോറൻസ് ഓഫ് ദ ഹ്യൂമൻ ബോഡി. ദ ഡോക്ടർ ഷുഡ് ഹാവ് ഫുൾ നോളജ് ഓഫ് ദ ബോഡി. ഇയാൾ തണ്ടേഡ് അറ്റ് ഈസ് ക്ലാസ് ഇയർ ആഫ്റ്റർ ഇയർ, എല്ലാ വർഷവും അദ്ദേഹം പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടേയിരുന്നു. ടു ഓപ്പറേറ്റ് വിത്തൗട്ട് എ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് നോളജ് ഓഫ് ദ ബോഡി ആസ് ഇഫ് യു ഹാഡ് മേഡ് ഇറ്റ് എനിത്തിങ് ലെസ് ദാൻ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് മർഡർ. സോ അദ്ദേഹം വീണ്ടും പറഞ്ഞത് എന്താണ്? To operate a patient without a complete knowledge of the body, if you know had made it anything less than that is murder. എന്താണ്? Without having complete knowledge of the human body, if a doctor is operating a patient, it is nothing but a murder. It is an attempt to murder. അപ്പോൾ ഒരു ഡോക്ടറിന് പൂർണ്ണമായി ഒരു മനുഷ്യൻ്റെ ശരീരത്തിൻ്റെ ഭാഗത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് നോളജ് ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ അവൻ ഓപ്പറേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അവൻ ആ രോഗിയെ കൊല്ലാൻ ശ്രമിക്കുന്നതാണ്. ഇറ്റ്സ് മർഡർ നീക്കലാണ്. ദിസ് ഈസ് വാട്ട് ദിസ് പ്രൊഫസർ ഹാഡ് തണ്ടേർഡ്, റിപ്പീറ്റഡ് ടു ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് ബാച്ചസ് ഓഫ് സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് എവറി ഇയർ. ആൻഡ് ബിക്കോസ് ഓഫ് ഹിസ് കീൻ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് he says that Sadao had a full knowledge of the human body, and that is why he was very careful about continuing with his movement. It is not quite at the kidney, my friend, Sadao murmured. ആദ്യം അദ്ദേഹം വിചാരിച്ചു കിഡ്നിക്ക് അടുത്താണ്. അതിനുശേഷം അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് മനസ്സിലായി കിഡ്നിക്ക് അടുത്തല്ല. He told that it is not quite at the kidney, my friend. ആരെയാണ് ഫ്രണ്ട് എന്ന് വിളിക്കുന്ന? എനിമിയെ. Because it was his habit to murmur to the patient when he forgot himself in an operation. Sadavana, when he just engages in operation, he used to talk to his patient. It was his habit to just call his patient friend. My friend, he always called his patient, and so now he did forget in that this was his enemy. He used to call his patient always my friend, and at present he just called this fellow my friend, forgetting that at present he is operating and